we are back on the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community, where our core values are education, empowerment, and enrichment. When I think about you,
Man, you don't know nothing about that.
Bittersweet, bittersweet. Okay, we're back. All right, let me stress the empowerment workshop we're having on August 31st. Please register relationship.unleashed.com. It's inspiring, affirming, and celebrating. And it's a free workshop through our nonprofit organization. It's for teenagers, the parents, anybody in the community. We're going to have a great empowerment session. The one before this was great. We had great sponsors. We're still looking for additional sponsors for this empowerment event. So please register. It's free. RelationshipUnleashed.com. Come out. A great venue, great speakers. We have a great nonprofit. We are moving forth in this city. We don't need any permission. We are disrupting this whole system. We're radical, and we don't give a care about what nobody thinks about us. Anything else, Mother Dearest?
No, it's Monday, August the 31st. So, and we want you to go to our website, relationshipunleashed.com, and sign up. We have a caller, so you can go ahead and sign up.
Is this Donna Summers? You on the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community? Come on, Donna Summers. Hey, sing a song. Sing something.
Hey. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Number two, tied for number two, are pharmacists. That's the people who push legal drugs.
I can see that.
And police officers.
Yes! Yes! Clemens is trustworthy!
Clemens Mayoral.
That's
That's
great.
what it is.
Tied with legal drug pushers and police officers.
Big boss. She said legal
Legal
drug
drug
users.
Give me some hydrocodone then.
Brand name pharmaceutical companies, of course, that supply drugs to hospitals and doctors and patients. But I thought that would be really funny to lighten up the mood here. And thank you so much, Ken, for having Mike Williams on and bringing the community together. That's what this voter and this citizen is all about. And good job on bringing the community together. This show and Mike Williams. That's it.
Well, thank you, Ms. Donna. Thank you for listening to the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community.
Yes, ma'am, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Donna. What were you guys talking about before we left?
we were talking about the city and getting the city back into the right hand, and Mike said having the city work for the people and turning things around, because you know I'm at the point where I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of the same old thing, the same old politician. They go from this office and then they turn around and run for another office. They just move around and play dominoes and change. And I'm tired of it. I'm looking for some fresh ideas.
Right.
And you can't tell me that we don't have young people with fresh ideas, with innovation that's creative and want to come in and stand and be brave and not fold, you know, under the political ploys and pools and for the monetary reason. You know, you got to actually love what you do. We don't need you running for office just for the position and the fame and what goes along with it.
Right.
It has to be somebody that's in there with good intentions, because good intentions never go wrong. Never go wrong. And I do believe, I love Memphis. I travel and I love this home. And I want to see us evolve and also manifest into what I know we can become, just like David said.
Exactly.
You know, we got to get it back. We got to take the power back.
So, Brother Mike, why is it important for people to vote?
Well, first of all, you know, the Voters' Right Act of 1965, especially for African Americans, this city is almost 70% African American. So those that came before you went through a whole lot for you to have the ability to vote. And we're going to ask people to go out and early vote this year, because they're changing up the polling location. They're shutting down a lot of polling locations, but during early voting, you can vote anywhere. And we don't want you to wait until the day of the elections. You know,
What's the dates of early voting?
Early voting is, I believe, September the 19th through October the 3rd.
Okay.
And then October the 8th, it would be the election day.
Big day.
So it's very important. You know, when we talk about how our city is, and you have a lot of people complain about the city, but you don't do anything.
Hey, man.
You don't do anything. And that's how come part of my thing is, you know, if you're not ready to go to work, you ain't finna work the crap out of me.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then all you're going to do is complain as well. But, you know, I drive around the city now, and it's nasty.
It is nasty.
I've never seen it this nasty, and that's one thing that runs me crazy, because I'm one of them people that say, if you look good, you feel good.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when people come into our city, the first thing they see is all of the trash all over the place. The grass is not cut. I mean, those are the small things.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the increased crime in the city, you know, we have to start addressing those issues when we talk about education of our young people, you know, and we have to bring in technical jobs, not just plantation type jobs when you're working in warehouses and you're going through temp services. But in order to do that, we have to get back to investing in our youth from an early age to instill in them that education is the key to success. You have to have an education, you know, and we have to go back and get our left generation, because I'm also a firm believer that we have left a generation. We have.
And, you know,
they're not lost. We left them.
I was watching the news right this week, and there was the teachers were at the school board, and they were literally begging them not to give this man a raise. $15,000, I believe. And they cut their pay, closed school down, laid teachers off. And these people had the audacity, and his salary is one of the highest in the city.
He already makes like $286,000 a year.
And to pump another 15 grand in his pocket.
Yes.
And to tell the teachers that we got to cut back and lay people off throughout the school system. I just couldn't see how good conscience. If it was me, I would have said, look, I appreciate the raise, but I'm going to decline it at this time. I would have declined it.
But even more so important than that, we're cutting programs for our children.
Left and right.
We're cutting programs. We're closing down schools. We're killing neighborhoods. But are those the powers that be rewarding him because he's done such a good job of
But that's what they said.
Schools
no,
down?
They said that the performance scores went up. I saw one of the teachers. They aired it on News Channel 3, I believe. And she talked about, no, we're the ones in the classroom.
Exactly.
We're the ones in the classroom with the children doing this, and then all the credit comes out up here. And that's not fair that you all are considering this. Please don't do it. They passed it. I said, wow, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, that shows people, taxpayers, everybody in the city should have been outraged.
Exactly.
Everybody should have been outraged. They should have been outraged that our tax dollars are going that way, like that. They're being pumped in, you know?
So, with that being said, oh, that's a whole nother subject. So,
we talked about the government. We talked about the state of this city and how things are declining. And then, you know, we went there to what just happened this past week, and it keeps happening over and over and over again.
Yes,
it keeps happening.
Well, I had a friend that called me about the Citizen Review Board. And so my argument, and me and Donnell had the same argument. I say, hey, if they want to be a part of the governing body to watch the police department, let them do it. But then his argument was, do the doctors have a citizen review board who are not doctors to watch over them?
No, but it's different.
And so, then he said, do lawyers have a citizen review board to watch over them?
They have an ethics board.
Yeah.
Are the ethics board are they lawyers?
Well, but it's different.
Okay, give me the difference.
The difference is, if you're a lawyer, you have to have studied law to be able to understand if, in fact, they properly represented somebody.
Okay.
Because of case law and stuff like that. If you're a doctor, you have to have a basis in the medical field to be able to understand if you didn't have to take that liver out or you did have to take that liver out.
So what's the qualifications for the civil review board for police?
Well, I'm hearing that now they're going to put a retired police officer on that board to be able to explain to them from a police perspective. But the basis for the Citizen Law Enforcement Review Board is to give the citizens the ability to have oversight on different situations that happens pertaining to the police. Not necessarily from the police perspective, but if in fact a citizen has a complaint to say that they were wrongfully treated or wrongfully done by police officers, then the Citizens Law Enforcement Review Board would then deal with that. They're supposed to have an investigator assigned to them. I think they just allocated money for that. They're going to put a retired police officer on the board to be able to explain from a police perspective from that, but it's more so as a check and balance for the citizens of the city, which I am not against the Citizen Law Enforcement Review Board.
Okay, we got a caller. BT, bacon and tomatoes, you online. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I knew so when he said BT, and then when I heard the voice, I know exactly who it was, sir. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Yep. Auto mechanic and wood shop and all of that.
Hold on, BT.
1903.
You a Washingtonian? BT, you a Washingtonian?
That's my mama. She ain't no Maine.
Not today.
BT,
She is a Maine. She got some Wranglers and cowboy boots. So go ahead.
you graduated from Booker T. Washington.
That's my mama.
Hey, listen. Hold on, BT. I'm a Washingtonian too. Yeah, we lead it. We lead and other follows, right?
That's right. Oh, Manasseh's boy? Okay, I got you, BT. I claim Manasseh's, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because we fail to continue to take interest in the education and the upbringing of our children.
We won't show up at the school board meetings when they vote.
Okay, thanks for calling, BT. Thank you.
BT.
Go ahead,
Yeah, but we fail to maintain it. You know, I'm so upset, BT, that we actually gave up our school system.
Me too.
I can't think of a more precious commodity than our children. But we gave it up. When all of the other municipalities around the city of Memphis, they actually raise taxes on themselves because they understand the importance of education. And then some people who have the wherewithal, they're putting their children in private schools like Lausanne and Harding Academy and First Presbyterian because they're paying in Lausanne. You're going to pay almost $20,000 a year, but they're willing to pay that so that their children will have a good start in life. And we fail to maintain oversight over our children's public educational system, and we allowed them to tear that down. So that's, once again, that's our fault. That's our fault.
Yeah, could it be that generation we left behind?
It is. Well, what it is a lot of us bourgeois, and I say bourgeois Negroes and bourgeois, that's just me, I'm sorry. But once we thought we had arrived, we forgot to reach back into the community to be able to provide a bridge for those that were still there to be able to come out.
Now, you know what they did? They kicked the ladder down.
We don't want you over here. See, I can't come over here with y'all. Y'all have, I'm supposed to be, they fail to maintain proper connection to their heritage, thereby allowing that community to fail.
You sound like Donald Trump.
No.
Then you be giving us your representatives, so we want to know who we vote for.
No, you know I'm gonna be me. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it real. Well, thank you.
You know what? And I love that, and I think, for instance, you know, I hate to call his name, but in his prime before he did the New Jersey Gate, Doug Christie. I really liked him before he did that New Jersey Gate.